Hello, my name is Dante Renee, and welcome to the 10 Room Bizarro YouTube page where I talk about films that I believe need to be talked about more. Like tonight's film, this is 1967's Deadly Sweet by Tinto Brass. Deadly Sweet. It says in the front here, a sexy giallo thriller, and this is actually an official selection by Quentin Tarantino and Joe Dante at the Venice Film Festival 2004. Now this is a Cult Epics DVD release here. This is the back of it. And let's get into Tinto Brass's 60s film, Deadly Sweet. This is 1967, 105 minutes long, and something that you will not oftentimes see on the back of a DVD is that it is in color and black and white. And that will give you quite an indication of what you are in store for with this wondrously hypnotic barrage of a film. Deadly Sweet has blackmail, murder, romance, freewheeling independence of a lead character, beauty and mystery, art and sensuality, broken family, relationships, the atmosphere, a snapshot, music, photography, modeling, trains, industrial wasteland, hippies, the cinema, pop art, 1967. Let's get into Deadly Sweet. Never seen anything like this before. I'm gonna go out and tell you that right now. Never seen anything like this 105 minutes before. This is truly an unreal barrage, as I said before, of imagery and sound and style to the 10th to the 100th degree. This is something really, really wow. I mean, 1967, man, is this ahead of its time. Nothing is ever stagnant in this film. Everything is always moving in this film. There is a rhythm, there is a language. The camera is violently artistic. The editing is violently artistic. And the way that this film imposes art upon our senses is truly overwhelming and nonstop and intriguing. Typically, when you hear people talking about a storyline and they say, man, I didn't know what was going to happen next. Deadly Sweet has that type of storyline, but it also has a style where you don't know what is going to happen next at all times. Man, is there an energy to this film. Man, is there a lifeblood to this film. Let's look at the music first. The music, we have amazing. We have this theme that plays a few times in the film, this 60s kind of swirling, wondrous world 60s rock theme song that makes you think, and that has words within the song that possibly are pieces of the movie or themes within the film. We have some great 60s sounds in this film that almost remind me of giallo sounds of Italian cinema. Um, Funky, suave, jazzy, rhythmic, interesting, mysterious, tinges of darkness. And this is also a film where we also have a cacophony at times of of sounds, natural sounds, the sounds of a train bringing tension, the sound of a train whistle indicating rhythmic storyline elements within the film that you're watching. The sounds of people, of dancing, of music, of things banging, of things clanging, of physical art pieces moving, cars driving by, people talking. This is a movie of sounds bringing all different moods and atmospheres. So not just the great 60s intriguing rhythmic rock music in here, but also the way natural sounds are used in a surrealistic fashion, utilizing repetition in a way that almost becomes tribal or tribally surreal, oppressive, tense, unnerving, and interesting, and adventurous. Stylistically in this film, my gosh, we have color, and we have black and white, and the way that it changes within the film is mysterious and intriguing and interesting. Sometimes entering into different rooms, different realities or worlds, or sometimes just looking down at the gas pedal of a car could be in black and white. We are utilizing reflections and mirrors. We're shooting the ground and feet. We're utilizing art from all natural landscapes in this film, posters and sculptures and movie posters and music concert posters. You'll see a Grateful Dead concert posters. You'll see the utilization of Alfred E. Newman from Mad Magazine and What Me Worry from Mad Magazine. You'll see a poster for the photographic, artistic, surreal film Blow Up here as well, now showing. This is a movie that utilizes repetition in the editing and in the strobing and light bulbs and my gosh, a cacophony of images that could be that could trigger things within you, bringing you into another reality, other worlds. Very powerful, very overwhelmingly powerful. Sometimes we have extremely quick cuts in this film, some of the most lightning fast cuts, and then we also have zooms being utilized in this film, and utilizing the natural environment as if the natural environment is art sculptures. The language in this film is the conversations are philosophical, they're sociologically interesting, and there's a rhythm to them. They're very cool, they're very pop art. There's even 60s mod culture in this film as well. There's a beauty to the blonde girl in this film who's playing a 17-year-old. I don't know if she actually was. There's a beauty and a mystery in her eyes, and we will see characters' eyes in this film in color and in black and white. You're going to see the way Tinto Brass does tension in a very unique fashion in this film. We will get very close shots of characters, and we will also get very distant shots of characters as well. Look at the way that Tinto Brass does action in this film and violence in this film. Very stylistically just wondrous. We have a violence to the editing. We have a violence to the cinematography, and a violence to the rhythms of the language. There's a mystery in this movie as well, not just stylistically but also story wise, and there's there are elements of this film that have a com a comical romance to them in a very artistic fashion. We have neon lighting and very, very hazy at times. We see the insides of characters' minds. The lead character in this film really has that cool, suave comic book woman lover, independent, mysterious, cool vibe about him. I mentioned comic book, and this film has like comic book like cropped framing in here at times as well. Most notably with the lead character's eyes. We have a torture sequence in here that involves eyelashes that is very, very, as I said, you really enter into the eyeballs of a character or the mind of a character in this movie. We have we run, we drive, we fall out of vehicles, we go into abandoned buildings. We go into a racetrack, horse races, or actually dog racing. There's a rhythm and an energy to real life, as we know. All you have to do is sit outside for a while. There's a rhythm and an energy to the wind, to the birds, to the trees, and if you're in the city, definitely to the cars, to the hustle and bustle of people walking. And Deadly Sweet takes that energy of everything, and it's as if the entire reality of Deadly Sweet is cocaine. The entire reality. And Tinto Brass will focus on artwork throughout this film that has connections to his own film, and flashes of this pop art, and everything around, words, books, and it will be reflected and connected and intertwining with the Deadly Sweet film itself. The movie, the story, has twists and turns and keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time, in the crime, in the giallo, in the romance, and by the way, there's a romance in this film that is truly, slapping the woman's face, and the tension, and the sexuality and the beauty of it all, and the mystery, and the lies and the truth, and the carefree abandon of youth, and the carefree abandon of meeting someone new and being swept away into the adventure and rebellion of living, without boundaries, without rules, without responsibilities, being swept into a dangerous romance without responsibilities, which reflects youth, not marriage, not old age. This is Deadly Sweet. We do have nudity in this film, breasts predominantly, some side butt, but really there is such a sexuality and sensuality to the blonde woman in this film. My gosh, she is just very sexually attractive and very alluring, as she should be within this film. What an impressively avant-garde, brave, ballsy movie from 1967. There is nothing like this film. Seriously, there is nothing like this film. If you want to watch 105 minutes of eyeball and eardrum cocaine. This is the film for you. 1967's Deadly Sweet by Tinto Brass. Right here. My gosh. This is, it says it's a most unusual crime story. And I gotta tell you, there's nothing like it. Thank you so much for watching the 10 Room Bizarro YouTube page where I talk about films that I believe need to be talked about more. Please feel free to check out my own personal films at youtube.com/poopy, Poopy, diarrhea. Please feel free to subscribe there and see all the movies I'm making and all the movies I've already made. Thank you so much and good night.